Well, hello there, Skywinders. Welcome back to another episode of Skywind 007. On today's episode, we have this right here. This is the Drive On wireless FM transmitter and car charger. So I'm going to instruct you how to set it up and we're going to test it. Okay, so I'm going to do this indoors because my car is kind of dark. So the first thing you want to do is plug it into your car. So let's pretend that this is my car and it lights up. So let me turn off the lights so that you can see it. Okay, so as you can see, my camera is out of frame rate. So you're gonna see all that spinning, but that's not really there. I can't get it to. So, but everything else is real. So you get these colors flashing, and you can change the color if you want. For example, that's color 2 red, color 3 green, that's blue, green again, color 6 is purple, I believe, color 7 is blue, color 8 is that, and then you can turn the colors off. Okay, so if you want to change the frequency, and you're going to set the frequency here the same as your car. We're going to pretend that this is my car FM radio. So you're going to press here once and then use these keys to change the frequency. So I press it, you're going to see that start flashing. And then I use these 2 keys to go up and down in the frequency. So let me do that again. I click it once and then I'm going to select the frequency. I'm going to say 106.3. So let me hold it, and that way it goes faster. It's 106.3. You leave it alone and it'll stop flashing and it'll stay at that frequency. So the next thing I want to do is pair it to my phone. So here's my phone. And this is an Android, but you can do the same thing with an iPhone. Okay, so go to settings. That's settings. Go to connected devices. And then pair new device. And it's going to look for the devices that are available. And you want to click on this one right here that says Onn FM Transmitter. Click on it. And it's pairing. And it's going to ask you if you want to access the contacts and call history. That's up to you. And then click pair. Okay, so it's active. So the next thing I want to do is turn on my radio and look for 106.3. Okay, so we are at 106.3, and I know you can't see it because this is also causing that weird thing. That's just a frame rate issue with my camera. But I think we are ready to listen to music because they are at the same frequency, and I know you can't see it, but trust me, they are. So let's go to our phone. So we are in our car, at least in our imagination, we're in our car, and we can listen to music now. It's an older car that doesn't have Bluetooth support. Okay, so I went to YouTube and let's play some music. Okay, so let me pause that. So this serves as pause. So this button right here serves as pause, as you can see. And lastly, the last thing I want to talk about is the 2 chargers right here. Actually 3. So this one's 1 amp, this is 3 amp, and I believe this one over here is 15 amps. Let me double check. I am wrong. This type C connector is 3.1 amps. So you got a 1 amp, 3.1 amp, and 3.1 amp. So that's where you can charge. You can charge on any of them slow chargers. This one's slow charger and this one's a little bit faster. But by today's standard, they're all slow chargers. Because a fast charger would be 20 watt. And neither one of this is a 20 watt charger. And you probably wouldn't want that in your car because that might damage your car. So we're going to go test it in my car and see if there's any issues with it. Okay, so we are now in my car. Okay, so there are other things that I'm not going to talk about. For example, the phone function. But generally, they work the same. You connect it. When you receive a call, you press that button right here. Let me show you. When you receive a call, you press this button, and that'll answer it, and my camera won't focus. Sorry about that sound. So that green button right there, you receive a call, you press that, and it'll answer it. And you press it again, and it'll hang up. And if you want to call back the last person you communicated with, you double press it. That's how that works. And I am noticing some issues with this, so it's not perfect. And one of them being that when you turn on your car, it always goes back to this flashing stuff, which is very annoying, especially when you're driving. So it doesn't remember that the last time I did, I preferred a certain color, like green, for example. It just can't remember that. So every time you turn on your car, you're going to have to press this to stay away from that flashing stuff, which is very annoying. But other than that, I do like it. It seems very nice, and it works in my car. Some cars, every car is different, so it really depends on what kind of car you got. But this is how it looks. So it'll depend on where this 12 volt socket is. It could be 12 volt or 24 volt. It doesn't matter. It'll self-adjust. And I think that's it for now. So thank you for watching. Subscribe and thumbs up.